Good morning, children. Today we are going to see a poem. Name of the poem is The Poem of Adventure. In previous lesson, we have seen that the adventures of Don Quixote. Okay. In continuation with that, the poem also is about the adventures of knights. What is meant by knight? Knight. Knight means who is knight? You don't know? Okay. Go back to the lesson. Listen it carefully. You'll be getting an idea of knight. Exact meaning also. Okay. A soldier or a brave man who rides on the horseback and does some brave deeds is called as a knight. Okay. In continuation with that lesson, here the poem also is about the adventures. Okay. Let us see now. The poem is written by George Crocus. Okay. He was born on 30th June 1951 in Samos in Greece and now lives in Melbourne. Okay. See, he is still alive. So he is in Melbourne in Australia. He has written quite a number of poems inspired by nature, science, philosophy, and the spiritual aspects of life. Understand? So, he has studied Eastern and Western religions and associated philosophy for over 35 years, children, and has practiced various forms of yoga and meditation, even not only in writing poems, and also has much practice in yoga and meditation. Let us come back to the lesson, children. I will read out the poetic lines. Deep inside the mountain, the adventurers hide themselves. They are of all forms and shapes. They all have an excellent ending because those that live their lives in adventure see the world in an extraordinary, special way. Now I will explain the lines. Deep inside the mountain, the adventurers hide themselves. See, what does this line means? That deep inside the mountain, the adventurers hide themselves. That means adventures cannot be done that easily. Children, is it possible to reach deep inside the mountain? Is it possible that much easy? So what is mountain? It is totally made of hard giant rocks. Yes or no? Is it possible to break them and go inside the mountains? Either it may be center of the mountain, or you can take like this also. Is it that much easy to climb on the mountains? So what does the poet try to say is adventures are not that much easy to do. Understand? So deep inside the mountain the adventures hide themselves. And we can take another meaning for this also. So each and everybody's mind, a desire of doing adventures are hidden, but it is very hard to bring out that desire and put it into action. It is that much hard. Okay, so in this manner also we can understand. Next, they are of all forms and shapes. So adventures, it doesn't mean to one particular activity. Understand? So adventures can be in any form and shape. They all have an excellent ending. If a person starts or makes his mind to do any adventure, starting and proceeding will be hard, but after certain limit it becomes easy, and the ending of each adventure becomes excellent ending, because those that live their lives in adventure, they see the world in an extraordinary special way. So why this is that a adventure have an excellent ending means, not all those who live their lives in adventure alone, they see this world in an extraordinary special way. Children, there is a difference between the way which we see the world and the way in which the adventurers see the world. So they see the world in a different manner or special manner or extraordinary. So if we see ordinary manner, these people, those who are fond of doing adventures, they see it in an extraordinary way. Understand? Next stanza. To attract the adventures into the patterns of habit, you only need to close your eyes. Okay, you may ask, sir, I am ready to do a adventure. How should I do? How can I do? Because adventure, just like 1 minute work or 1 hour work or 1 day's work, like that, it is not that much easy. Okay, a prolonged work, nobody can say the duration. So that adventurous mind should be made by themselves. So for that, some special practices are there. What are those special practices to attract the adventurous mind? Means you only need to close your eyes. First, close your eyes and ask them to embrace you. To whom you have to ask to embrace you? The thought of doing adventure should embrace you. That means it has to hold you very firmly. You can also imagine that you are transparent. Imagine that you are transparent. What is meant by transparent, children? See, if you take a glass, what you could see through it? Whatever present on the other side of the glass, you can see from this side. Yes or no? So how is it possible? Because it is transparent. Understand? So like that, your mind should be transparent and feel the wind stream through you. See, and you should feel the wind is coming in and start streaming inside you instead of going against you. So while doing this, closing eyes and asking them to embrace, so that you should do like a meditation. You should do like like a yoga. Understand? So that means what? You are making up your mind for doing adventure. So it should be like a meditation and yoga. Understand? So you should perform these steps, and or imagine there are tiny little wings on your back. You should imagine that there are tiny, no? Too small little wings on your fixed on your back. Usually we don't have wings, no? Human beings don't have wings, but you should imagine. And every time you take a new step, you bounce a bit. So whenever you put a new step, think that you are bouncing. No, children, bouncing. Good. Maybe life itself is one big adventure. Of course, living our life is a big adventure only. That is true. But if you have the correct shades on, back in the days of old, when knights were bold, who with a sword or lance in armor sought romance. See, living life itself is an adventure, big adventure only. But you should have a correct shade on the life, the correct view in our life. So we have to fix some goals in our life, and then if you start living it, it becomes an adventure to achieve the goal. Understand? Now see, think about olden days, back in the days of old. There lived these knights. Who were the knights? The starting itself I gave a definition, no? Yes. So they were bold, they were courageous. Who with a sword or lance in armor sought romance. Say, those people always roam with their sword. SWORD, sword, not a sword. W silent. Okay, with a sword or lance. These are the armors which is useful for fighting. Nowadays, always these fighters use guns, no? Like that, in olden days, sword and lance were used. And then they are not only interested in fighting and also in romance. Say, it was the age of chivalry long ago in man's history, when to fight for a righteous cause, one did gain considerable applause. See, in those days, for battle, they used to maintain chivalry. That means a band of knights. Okay, they used to gather for their country and fight against.